Flute is a wind musical instrument that is not only played by Malay musicians but also by musicians from the West, China and other countries. Besides, the flute is also among the world's oldest musical instruments. For this local youth, playing the musical instrument is not only a pastime, as with other musical instruments, but it can also give you peace of mind and soul if played correctly. A flutist or flute player needs to have a good breathing system as well as proper blowing method and handling of the flute. Although flute is not usually the main instrument in a musical band performance, it can provide an additional tune to a piece of music or song with its melodious sound which often accompanies traditional and modern music. Awang Hazman Haji Duraman, a flutist, started playing the flute while still in school, apart from playing the traditional guling tangan. Initially, he picked up the skill just from hearing, but now with the information technology facility, he could further improve his presentation. Flutes were originally made of bamboo, but now the modern flutes are made of metal or plastic. According to this flutist, his interest in playing the flute developed when he started collecting flutes he purchased abroad and playing the instrument as a hobby. Awang Hazman also said that playing musical instruments has a soothing effect on the mind and that playing any traditional musical instrument can help continue and preserve their ancestral legacies. The advent of new communication technology has brought a profound transformation in the way people communicate. The recent 10th ABU Digital Broadcasting Symposium has been told. In his opening address, Malaysia's Deputy Minister at the Ministry of Communications and Multimedia, Jailani Johari, said new technologies such as interactive TV and IPTV offered vast opportunities for public participation and engagement. He said media use is expanded further and the time has come to examine the route and route of the communications and multimedia. The minister told delegates at the Digital Broadcasting Symposium 2014 in Kuala Lumpur. He said Malaysia, like many other nations in the region, is very keen on the digital transformation of the broadcasting industry and have taken up the digital challenge. About $550 million or 1.8 billion Malaysian ringgit has been allocated for the implementation of digital broadcasting technology in the country. The priority is to position the broadcasting industry in Malaysia at the forefront of development and innovation in content. To encourage and promote development of local content, the government is providing incentives to help nurture local entrepreneurs and producing products catering to the international markets. Through digital technology, residents in rural and interior areas will be able to receive faster and clearer television broadcasts. Jailani said that to stay relevant, it is important for traditional media to persistently evolve and embrace the advent of new broadcasting technologies while remaining strong in upholding the ethics of public broadcasting, such as providing accurate news, respecting individual privacy, treating replies generously and listening to both sides. The annual ABU Digital Broadcasting Symposium, organized by the Asia Pacific Broadcasting Union, was held from 4th to 7 March and was attended by more than 60 speakers from 40 broadcasting stations in the Asia Pacific region and Europe. In its 10th series, the symposium, titled Embracing Technological Innovations, was designed to help radio and television broadcasters and the industry to successfully transition to digital. It featured presentations by experts, workshops and exhibitions showcasing the latest broadcasting technology and services. The aim of the symposium is to help broadcasters and others in the industry to collaborate to achieve success. Some $9.4 million has been disbursed under the Community Integration Fund since it was set up 5 years ago. The fund supports organizations in implementing activities to promote integration among newcomers in Singapore. About half of the organizations which apply for the fund each year are new. The National Integration Council says this signals interest in ground-up initiatives that promote integration. This is more than just a gathering of friends. It's a group made up of Singaporeans and newcomers to the country. They've been brought together by civic group Connections International. The group was set up 2 years ago by this couple who, from their own experience as newcomers in the United States, understood the importance of building bridges to fit in.
We talk to students and people who are new to Singapore. We try to explain our culture to them to help them understand. You're helpful when they start to ask you leading questions about, oh, how about this and how about that, and we start to explain these things.
Since it was formed, the group has reached out to at least 600 newcomers in Singapore. It's one of the 170 or so organizations that have benefited from the Community Integration Fund. A recent survey of more than 4,000 Singaporeans showed that only less than half agreed or strongly agreed that the government has done well to improve integration of new immigrants. 70% said it's the government's job to ensure racial and religious harmony in Singapore. The National Integration Council said integration takes time and requires adjustment from both newcomers and Singaporeans, and everyone has a role to play in integration. The more critical aspect, it said, is carried out through day-to-day contact between newcomers and Singaporeans. This is something groups like Connections International can attest to.
All of us have our own preconceived ideas, and it is in the process of making friends or finding out more about other cultures that we begin to debunk some of these myths and stereotypes.
Thai traders import 5 to 7 tons of limes from Vietnam each day over the past week through border crossing in Chantaburi province after domestic supply slumps due to drought. President of Association of Chantaburi's traders, Sombat Chungtrakol, revealed that the shortage of lime had led to soaring prices of domestic produce, which is a main ingredient of Thai dishes. The level of imported limes at about 5 to 7 tons per day had not met the growing demand in the border province, Sombat said. Therefore, the amount of limes imported from Vietnam would likely be increased, he added. Thailand rarely imports Vietnamese limes, which is used in Thai spicy salad dishes such as som tam or papaya salad. Sombat said it was the first time in 6 years that Thailand relied on Vietnamese produce to feed the market demand. 3 elephants were released into the wild as part of Thailand's National Elephant Day celebration recently. The National Thai Elephant Day is to draw attention to the relationship between the Thai people and elephants and to raise public awareness on elephant conservation. The Department of National Park, Wildlife and Plant Conservation and the Elephant Reintroduction Foundation jointly organized the annual event at a wildlife sanctuary in Lopburi province as a tribute to King Bhumipol Adulyadej. The 3 jumbos had been treated in a rehabilitation program after the foundation bought them from their owners who had used them for soliciting money in urban areas. The foundation since 2003 has released 29 domesticated elephants to natural habitat at this sanctuary. Rangers' reports show that they have been in good health and have adapted well to natural surroundings. The National Elephant Day also saw traditional ceremonies and activities marking the importance of the jumbos as one of the national symbols and the importance of conservation. The Nong Noch Garden in Chonburi province held a banquet for its 52 jumbos, demonstrating the long association both traditionally and historically between elephants with Thailand and its people. Many activities were held in many provinces in accordance with local beliefs, legends and customs, including religious merit-making ceremonies. In Chiang Mai, elephants at Mae Sa Elephant Camp received special treatments from the Maehots. The pachyderms enjoyed cool splash amid rising temperature. Despite more intensive conservation programs, elephant populations in Thailand are in a decline due to many factors such as natural habitat destruction and poaching. There are estimated 3,000 to 4,000 elephants remaining in Thailand, and most of them are being held in captivity. The National Elephant Day is the time for Thai people to support and pay respect to the animal, which is a large part of the Thailand's heritage and culture. Myanmar recently put up its first walkathon for women in Yangon, attracting over 4,000 participants. The walkathon was aimed at raising awareness on women's health and eradicating anemia, which is highly prevalent among women in the country, according to Myanmar's Ministry of Sports. The 5-kilometer walk race started at 6 a.m. local time from the Inya Lake in Yangon to the sounds of drums and cheerleaders along the roadside. Most of the participants were housewives aged between 30 to 60 years old. About 2 hours later, all participants crossed the finish line at the People's Park, where they entered an anemia-free zone to receive a medal, goodie bags, a free anemia test and breakfast, accompanied by entertainment and games. According to Myanmar's health authorities, women's health has become an urgent issue over the years. Government statistics showed that over 71% of married and pregnant women in the country suffer from iron deficiency anemia. Organizers of the race said that the walkathon was a means to educate people and cultivate awareness of anemia, and that more efforts would be made to improve women's health in the future. Bagan is the heart of Myanmar. The 1,000-year-old city is famous for its pagodas with unique architectural design that are popular among tourists. Myanmar is trying to put Bagan into the World Heritage List. Last month, President U Thein Sein observed cultural heritage conservation works in Bagan Ancient Cultural Region. In this inspection tour, the President stressed the need to seek advice from experts on expansion of Naung Yu Airport, where airport services can result in damage to cultural heritages. It is important to draw a town plan without affecting the cultural region due to extended construction of hotels, as well as to lay down systematic rules for globetrotters while allowing them to visit the pagodas. He also observed mural painting conservation works being carried out with the help of Indian experts. There are 3,122 ancient edifices in Bagan Ancient Cultural Region with a total area of 19 square miles. The region is divided into 3 zones: the Ancient Building Zone, Ancient Site Zone and Protected Zone, and conservation of cultural heritages are being undertaken. Moreover, works to expose mural paintings on the lime-painted walls of ancient pagodas are being carried out with the help of experts in advanced technology. Photographs taken in the 1920s, a kopitiam cash register used in the 1960s, and even a pre-war car. These were just some of the exhibits on show at a special exhibition which showcases more than 170 artifacts from Singapore's past. Students from several schools were at the National Museum to catch a preview, and they were intrigued by what they saw. This car was made in 1941 and was one of the last to roll out of the Ford Motor Factory in Singapore before the war began. It is one of the exhibits that were featured on Channel News Asia program Treasure Hunt, a 6-part series that revisits Singapore's past. The exhibition is being held from March 15 to April 29, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Admission is free.